From Messenger Theater Company, we bring you The Dragon. Episode 9. Jenny, Sergeant Anna Rengel, and Ashley.
Oh, hey! I remember you. I picked you up from the Woman Haters Club the other day. No, it's not actually called that, sorry. This sign just makes me laugh. No way. One of those guys has a girlfriend? And she embroidered them that sign? Wow. Straight people are so weird. You're right. Those guys especially. How's it been going since the last time I saw you? Looks like you managed to injure yourself. What happened? You get dragon clawed? Is it? Damn. And I think of myself as so original. I guess the joke of a dragon clawing is that no one just gets clawed. I don't think there's ever been any such thing. You're either eaten or ashes. A clawing would be a miracle. So you see why we all think that's an hilarious joke we're all apparently making these days. And we all know that the more you have to explain a joke, the funnier it is. Yeah. Before dark, the shuttle's pretty quiet. I don't know why, really. Dragons aren't particularly nocturnal. You're just as likely to get eaten during the day as you are at night. But the night adds extra scare, I guess. Maybe there's something about the dark. Or maybe it's just like, if you're gonna be eaten by a dragon in the middle of the day, at least there will be witnesses. Someone might see it. No, not you specifically. I don't think you're the get-eaten type. Did I? That's funny. I didn't realize I was out here trying to work out eating odds on you and probably everyone else. I don't know. The guys at the Woman Haters Club are fairly likely candidates. No, good point. I bet fear is pouring off of them 24/7. I'm surprised dragons don't just hang out outside that place lapping it up. Yeah, you're right. Probably too obvious. Huh? Good question. I mean, you're right. This shuttle tends to be full of fearful men. Maybe dragons do think about riding it to get a dose. Right, would drive it. Funny. Well, you can rest assured. It would seem that there's no shortage of fear anywhere out here, so dragons don't need to hang out in any particular place to collect it. Mostly it comes to them, I think. We just don't know so much, you know? So you're heading downtown. You got fun plans? Oh yeah. People back home always expect a little something, don't they? Yeah, I'd say downtown is probably your best bet souvenir shopping-wise. You can get models of buildings and such, t-shirts, postcards, keychains. And these days, you can get all kinds of dragon stuff, too. Those kinds of places always move faster than anyone. I bet you could take the pulse of a city through its souvenir shops. I've seen stuffed dragons and t-shirts and hats. Someone showed me some dragon-themed doll furniture the other day. And I know for sure they got dragon fire starters. Oh, you know, they use them for fireplaces and grills and things. Yeah, those. Everyone gets a kick out of those because the flame comes out of the dragon's mouth when you light it. I won't let them use them on the bus, no way. The company has enough liability issues without people playing with open flames in here. Here's your stop. If you head up in that direction, You should find a few shops. You bet. Take care. Be safe. No problem. You're welcome. It's literally my job. You too.
Okay, Brent. I'm gonna need you to sit right there. That's your spot. You understand? Good. Now, Brent, I'm gonna be straight up with you. I don't trust you. It's nothing personal. It's just a lifetime of a bunch of them behaving like shitheads and inflicting trauma and worse on the rest of us. It's why I became a cop. Because you know who mostly does the crimes? Well, Brent, it's not women. Good guess. And there is nothing more satisfying than slapping a set of cuffs on a shithead predator. Of course, I have to work alongside a fair number of shithead predators in this precinct, but that's another story. So what I need to know, Brent, before we go any further with this conversation, is, are you a shithead predator? Well, they all say that, don't they? They're all good guys. Murderiest man I ever met was crime, but I'm a good guy, as we cuffed him. What I want to know is, how am I supposed to believe you are actually one of the actually good guys? Now, there you are. You're right. There is nothing you could say and no way to prove it. And the fact that you realize that suggests to me there might be some hope for you. Good. All right, then. You got a shot. Now tell me why you need a dragon-friendly law enforcement officer. Dragon Slayer? A woman? Why from out of town, I wonder? Aren't a lot of hunters in the urban jungle? Right. How can they be sure they've got a non-dragon? Get one from out of town. Those motherfuckers. Importing a murderer. So you want to help stop this possible genocide? I mean, I don't know. The dragon slayers I've run into so far won't be happy until there are no dragons left. The fact that they've enlisted the help of a woman suggests to me they're taking this more seriously than they had, and also that they're getting smarter. Are they getting smarter, Brent? Are men getting smarter? I am losing my patience with your whole gender, Brent. Not that I had much patience in the first place, but my nerves are getting thinner and thinner. They're gonna start snapping before too long. Nothing personal, Brent. Nothing personal, but... Anyway, we got a dragon slayer among us. What are we gonna do? You're right. That is why you're here. None of those bozos in the front office would lift a finger to help those girls. Not even to stop a wholesale slaughter. But you and me and the Shadow Police Force, we can maybe do a little something. What do you know? Right. Okay. A survivalist. Huh. Sure. Oh, Lord, please tell me she's not trophy hunting a dragon skin or some shit. Right. We don't know. Packets? Huh. Did you see one? Sure, nicknames and her number. Okay. But what we don't know are her plans. Do you think you can keep this going? Maybe get a drink or something? So, what we'll do, Brent, is set up a little surveillance. You get a drink with her tomorrow night. We'll wire you up, we'll follow her, see what this meeting is. Well, you'll just do what you do, Brent. Don't you screw us, Brent. I will be listening on the wire, and I'll know if you screw us. And if you screw us, Brent, I don't want to imagine what will happen to you. You understand me? I'm the law enforcement liaison for an association of dragons, Brent. I don't fuck around. And neither do they. They may seem like a bunch of real sweet girls, and Brent, they are. They are the sweetest girls you'll ever meet in your life. But give them the slightest reason, Brent, and they will eat you for lunch. Literally. And maybe you think Ashley would save you, but in her dragon form, I'd be surprised if she could pick you out of a lineup. Sure. Yeah, of course I know. You think I trust the word of a man just because he said so? No. I needed the details, Brent, before I trust you to tell me one true word. How do I know you're not a dragon slayer yourself, in here trying to break up support within the police department? I don't know what you're about, Brent. So yeah, I got Ashley's story about you first. Safety precautions, you know. Listen, old habits die hard, and if you came in here telling my fellow officers that you'd been attacked by a dragon, they'd believe you in a heartbeat. And they'd probably believe you if you told them about the dragon slayer. But they wouldn't do anything about it, Brent. They would not lift a finger to help one of my girls, not one finger. They don't care if the slayers are the scum of the earth, incels and Nazis and the whole disgusting 9 yards. They wouldn't bust open one of their rings if you paid them $1 million. Well, some of them might do it for a cool $1 million, but it would take that at least. I would even be willing to bet they've got a few guys from the Force in their little dark circle. But you didn't hear that from me. So, let's have you text Kayla the Dragon Slayer. Set up the drinks. I'm gonna suggest you go to the Floating Cork. It's quiet in there so we can get some decent sound. We can hear if you need help. It's also around the corner from your hotel. Well, that's a good question, Brent. Let's have you skip breakfast with her tomorrow. Tell her you're sorry you're gonna miss her for breakfast tomorrow, but can't she go for drinks tomorrow night instead? Yeah, go ahead. Let me see what you wrote. Good, send it. I'll walk you out. I don't want any of my colleagues engaging with you. If I walk you out, they'll think you're my witness, so they'll leave you alone. I'll be in touch tomorrow.
Well, this is nice, having you over in the middle of the day. Come on in. I hope you like grilled cheese because it's about all I have in my cooking repertoire. I feel bad making you come here for lunch, but I wanted to talk about some stuff that's probably, no, definitely better not to discuss in a restaurant. Oh man, that's a genius business idea. Dragon-friendly restaurants, where we could go out and talk about real things without worrying. Because I am really not interested in learning to cook. Listen, I just wanted to thank you for looking out for me and the others. I know Detective Anna is a little much, and I just wanted to thank you for being willing to do all that you're doing. Oh God, no. Not at all. Listen, you're good at flirting. You have to use your powers for good. If mine would do any good, I'd for sure use them. I think it's super exciting, actually. Flirt your face off tonight. If I didn't think it might make you self-conscious, I would totally ask to listen in, just because it's so exciting. No, I won't. I want to hear all about it in the end, but I don't want to do anything that might jeopardize the operation. No, I just wanted to be sure you knew this whole thing had the Ashley stamp of approval. I don't know. I guess if I was you, and I started going out with a dragon who almost killed me, well, I don't know, I'd be nervous about flirting with a slayer, even if it was to save their brethren. Or Sistren, in my case. Did you know that Sistren was the girl version of Brethren? That blew my mind when I found that out. Because no one uses it. Yeah, that's right. brethren and sistren. I guess the sistren never mattered before. Anyway, I'm excited for your sting operation, and I just wanted to say that you should do whatever you have to do to get it done. If you have to kiss her or take her home or whatever. Well, I'll be jealous, of course, and I'll hate her all the more than I already do. But I can manage my jealousy if you can manage the murderer. What's she like? Wow. You just never know about people, do you? I mean, if I met someone like that at a party, I'd totally like her. And now she's trying to kill me. No, probably not me specifically. I don't think I've been identified on their lists. Oh, yeah. We're trying to keep a handle on who has been exposed and how much so we can make sure they're extra protected. Those who've been doxxed by these groups are particularly vulnerable. I'm fairly confident I'm not on their lists. They're not too shy about letting us know when they know who we are. They've had a couple decades to get good at trolling. They have a lot of practice. They're good at hiding their own identities and good at letting us know they have ours. It's a fairly treacherous situation. Makes me hungry for incels, I confess. Sorry. Shouldn't have mentioned the eating. Sorry, that was insensitive. I am hungry for this grilled cheese, though. You? Oh, yeah, grilled cheese, man. I can't cook much, but I can grill some cheese. When you go back home, you'll have to tell them all about the dragon-made grilled cheese. Can you imagine? Oh my god. Oh, I wish I wasn't all fear, lust, and fire torching when I was in dragon form. I would totally try a flame-cooked grilled cheese. Oh man, it would be so good. Like, charred on the outside and like gooey on the inside. Thanks, Brent. You're gooey on the inside and I like it. I'm gonna be a real mess when you're gone. You will? I mean, I figured you must like me a little since you hung around after I almost killed you. But you never know. I don't know. Like maybe I'm just a curiosity, like a fun story to tell at the bar. Like if I met, I don't know, like a werewolf, I'd be interested, you know? Not that I have a thing for werewolves, just that it would be fun to tell the grandchildren that I dated a werewolf once. I wonder if it's like that. I suppose you could very well be a werewolf. The moon hasn't been full these last few days. You could absolutely be keeping a secret like that. But I don't think werewolves exist, so I doubt that you're one of them. You don't think, if werewolves existed, they wouldn't reach out to a bunch of dragons when we emerged to, like, ally up or something? Well, sure. If werewolves suddenly started coming out of the woodwork, we'd definitely reach out. Definitely. Because it's very lonely holding secrets like this sometimes. I wouldn't want anyone to have to hold it all on their own. Yeah, that's me. Sweetheart Dragonheart. Oh, thanks, my werewolf. You wanna show me your wolf qualities over there? We can promise each other not to transform in my bed. Well, sure, werewolf. Let's go.
The Dragoning is produced by Messenger Theater Company and written by Emily Rainbow Davis. The Dragoning theme was composed by Scott Ethier. Sound design by Matt Powell. This episode featured Sevrin and Mason as Jenny, Vickie Tanner as Sergeant Anna Rengel, and Emily Hartford as Ashley. Our next episode will be our 10th episode and our finale. So tune in for one last episode of The Dragoning. If you want to help us make it, you can donate to GuideStar, PayPal, or our Ko-fi account. All those links are in the show notes. Messenger Theater Company is a not-for-profit organization, and we are entirely reliant on your support. Please like, review, and subscribe in your favorite podcast app. This episode was made in the fall of 2020, where we are still recording pandemic style. Stay safe out there, everyone, and watch out for dragons.